Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today we're going to be doing my September TBR. So I'm actually filming this a little early. I have a friend coming at the end of the month and I won't be able to film while she's here, and so I need to pre-film all my videos. And because of that, I'm filming this a little early, so I do have the potential to read some of these before the end of the month, but I need to film early. So I wrote down ones that I definitely want to read in September. I have, like always, new releases. I have just ones that I want to get to, and I have ones that I own and that I'm trying to like work my way through. I am really in a fantasy mood right now, so some of them are fantasy and some of them are very much focusing on the list that I just made. I recently did a video where I was talking about 15 books that I need to read before the end of the year. I will link that video down below if you haven't seen it, but I recently did this video and I haven't read any of those books, and I'm like really feeling the end of the year situation and the fact that like it's September almost and I only have a certain amount of months left. I'm like, wow, this year went fast. And so I have some of those books on this list as well. So I'm just gonna get right into it because I've got things to do today. So the first one that I have, like always, are new releases. So I have Before the Sunset by Laura Pavlov. You guys know at this point I have talked extensively about my obsession with Laura Pavlov's books. This is the next one in her Cottonwood Cove series. I have absolutely adored her Cottonwood Cove series. If you haven't read it yet, please try it. They're small town, follows a family. Freaking amazing. And this one is the hero is an actor, and I think it's fake dating, and I think that it's fake dating friends to lovers. So the hero's like best friend from when he was younger and him end up fake dating because of I think there's like an actress that is like trying to get with him, and he's gotta like be like, I have a girlfriend, I can't be with you. Like he needs a reason for not being with her, and so I think he fake dates his best friend. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I am excited for it. Like I have said, I love Laura Pavlov. I love this series, and so I'm ready for another amazing book in this series. The next one that I have is another new release, and that is The Brood by Devney Perry. I recently talked about this series in a video that I did of bingeable series on KU, where I talked about how I thought this series was over. It's not. Here's another book in the series. This is part of the Calamity Montana series by Devney Perry, and it is a small town series that takes place in Montana. I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. I just know that I absolutely adore this series. I love Devney Perry, and so this is another one that I want to read. It's small town, and I don't know the other tropes that are in it. Sorry. Another new release is Destiny of Ashes by Tessa Hale. This is book 3 and the last book in her reverse harem paranormal series. I don't remember what the series is called, but I have really enjoyed the first 2 books. I like Tessa Hale's writing. I like how she does her Why Chooses. They're very easily approachable. Like, if you haven't read a Why Choose before and you want to start reading them, I would recommend a Tessa Hale just because they are so approachable, and she does a really good job of like not overwhelming you with Why Choose. And this is a paranormal one. We have a lot of like secrets about who the heroine is. Like we don't know what her powers and everything are gonna be, and so I'm excited to find out and read the last book in the series. And then that's it for new releases, but I have 2 audio new releases. So they've already come out, but now the audiobooks are coming out. First one is A Small Town. You can tell I really love small town, and that is Rewrite Our Story by Kat Singleton. I have seen so much love for this book and for Kat Singleton in general. I have yet to read her book, so this is a new author to me, but I've been wanting to read this one. It is small town, it's angsty. I think it's Second Chance, and I think it's Brother's Best Friend, and the audiobook is finally releasing, so I will be reading this one in September. The other one that is a new audio release is the next one in the Perfectly Imperfect series by Neva Altaj, which is called Stolen Touches. This is a mafia series that has one a month been coming out on audio, and I've been reading them as they come out on audio, and I really enjoy it. They're solid 4-star series. It is easily approachable mafia, and it is just fun. Like, I know what I'm getting into when I read these books, and I enjoy them. Okay, then let's get into the books that I just want to read. So the first one that I have is Good Deeds by Catherine Moon. I adore Catherine Moon, and this is one that I haven't read from her. I'm pretty sure this is a sci-fi situation. It's Why Choose, and I think that the main, I think there are like robots involved or like cyborgs, and that sounds interesting. And I like Catherine Moon, and I like Why Choose, and that sounds like a fun thing that I've never read before, and I just want to try it. Another one that I have is ones that are on that list that I talked about, the 15 books that I need to read in 2020 before the end of 2023. I have Enthralled by Gianna Darling. This is book 1 in the Enthralled duet. In that video that I filmed, I thought it was a series. I thought it was a trilogy. It's actually just a duet, and it's captive situation. I think the hero buys her, and I just heard somebody talk about this and say how much they loved it. Who was it? I think it was Jess from Honest Fiction was talking about how much she loved this duology, and I'm excited about that. I love Gianna Darling. I love her writing style. It's incredibly poetic and just like so interesting and fun to read, and I want another one from her. So I'm gonna read Enthralled. And then I have The Dare and Losers Part 1 by Harley LaRue. I am afraid of this, but also intrigued. We're just getting a lot of Why Chooses also this month, but that I guess is what I'm in the mood for. I tend to read more dark romances in the fall, so that's why. But The Dare is the novella before you read Losers, and then Losers Part 1 is book 1, and it's Why Choose. I know it's incredibly dark. I really don't know anything else about it. I'm afraid, but Harley LaRue is a incredibly talked about author. She's very hyped, and I haven't read them yet, and I want to try her. And people talk about how good Losers is as a duology. It's a duet. People talk about how good it is and how dark it is, and so I want to try it. I'm excited. We're gonna see how I feel about it. And then another one that I want to read is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I have it right here. Belladonna by Adeline Grace was super hyped when it first came out. People were loving it, and I wanted to read it when it first came out, which was I think last year, and I never got to it. So it's gorgeous. The cover is just absolutely stunning. I have the signed edition that I got at the Strand in New York City, and I just am really excited. I actually think book 2 is coming out soon. I own the audiobook of it. I don't know why I haven't read it yet, so I want to finally read it. It is YA, so that's interesting. I haven't read a YA in a really long time, but it is fantasy romance, and I know so many people have given it 5 stars, so I need to read it. Then we have The Unwanted Marriage by Katharina Mora, which is another one that I have. Let me grab it, actually. Here it is. So The Unwanted Marriage is a arranged marriage romance, where they don't want to be married, as told by Unwanted Marriage. So this book is was given in our like swag bags at Book Bonanza, and so I own it. But I haven't read it yet, and I really want to because I know I've heard really amazing things about Katharina Mora. I met her at Book Bonanza. She is literally like the prettiest person ever. She's so beautiful and just like a sweetheart. She came over and talked to us because she's friends with Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, so I was there when she came over and talked to us, and she introduced herself, and she was so nice. And I want to read her books because people love them. And this is the one that I think that I will really like. I also recently watched a video from Tori from Novel Life. I don't remember what video it was. It was like a if you like this, try this one. And the book that she compared this one to was Anna Huang's King of Wrath, which I loved. So I really want to try it, and I have it, and I think it sounds really good. So I want to read it. I actually think that that was the last one that I'm going to, that I have on my list. I don't want to overwhelm myself on my TBRs. I want to like keep them small and then just like mood read what I'm feeling for the rest of it. But I am feeling pretty good about it. We have a good mix of like dark and small towns, which are like what I want. So I'm excited and I hope I absolutely love it, and I think it's gonna be really, really fun, a good month. I'm been in a really big reading mood recently, so I'm hoping that I can like stick with that for September. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe, stick around and see more content from me, and let me know down in the comments what you have on your September TBR or which one of these books you think that I will really like. But that's gonna be it, so I hope that you have the absolute best day. Bye.